Tom lived on the small human colony called Green Valley, far from Earth. Green Valley was a peaceful place filled with tall trees, clear rivers, and many strange animals. Tom was a wildlife researcher. He loved studying animals and helping those in trouble. Every day, he walked through the forest with his tools and notebook, looking for new creatures or animals that needed help. One morning, the sky was clear and the sun was warm. Tom woke up early and put on his boots. He packed his bag with water, food, and first aid supplies. He told his friend Mia, "I will be back before lunch. I want to check the old river area today." Mia smiled and said, "Be careful, Tom. Tom loved the river. The water was clean and fresh, and many animals came there to drink." When he reached the river bank, he looked around carefully. Suddenly, he heard a soft cry from behind a bush. Tom stopped. The sound was weak but urgent. He slowly moved closer to the bush and saw a small creature lying on the ground. It was about the size of a dog, but looked very different. Its skin was covered with small, smooth scales that shine under the sunlight. The creature had large, gentle eyes that looked at Tom with pain. One of its legs was bent in a strange way. Tom's heart beat fast. He knelt beside the creature and spoke softly, "Hey there, it's okay. I'm here to help." The creature didn't move much but blinked slowly. Tom took out his first aid kit. He cleaned the wound on the creature's leg carefully. The skin was cold but soft. The creature made a quiet sound, almost like a whisper. Tom smiled and said, "You're very brave. I'll take care of you." He lifted the creature gently and carried it to his small camp nearby. He set it down on a soft blanket and gave it some water. The creature drank slowly, its eyes watching Tom closely. Tom felt a strange connection with the animal but did not understand why. For hours, Tom worked to make the creature comfortable. He used bandages on the injured leg and made a small shelter from branches and leaves. As the sun started to set, the forest grew quiet and cool. Tom sat beside the creature. Feeling tired but happy, he said, "Don't worry, you're safe now." The creature blinked again and slowly touched Tom's hand with its small, clawed paw. Tom smiled warmly, feeling a peaceful moment. Suddenly, the creature's glowing patterns on its skin started to shine softly. Tom's eyes widened in surprise. The lights moved in a gentle rhythm, almost like a heartbeat. Tom was amazed but did not feel scared. He thought, "This creature is special. I wonder where it came from." Tom decided to stay near the creature. All night, he built a small fire and kept watch. During the night, strange sounds came from the forest, but nothing dangerous appeared. The creature slept quietly, and its glowing patterns dimmed. Early the next morning, Tom woke up to a soft voice. He looked around but saw no one. Then, the creature opened its eyes and looked directly at him. It moved its paw again and placed a small, glowing stone in Tom's hand. Tom was surprised. The stone was warm and pulsed with light. He held it carefully and said, "Thank you, little friend. I don't understand this, but I will keep it safe." Just then, a strange feeling came over Tom. He felt that the creature was more than just an animal. Maybe it was a messenger or a guardian from somewhere far away. Tom did not know, but he felt ready to protect the creature no matter what. As Tom packed his things to return to the colony, he looked once more at the small creature resting quietly. He whispered, "We will find out your story together." Tom walked back through the forest, carrying the creature safely in his arms. He did not see the soft, glowing light high above the trees. Watching him closely, a pair of bright eyes followed his every step, filled with hope and curiosity. Far above the peaceful forest where Tom walked, hidden in the sky, a silver starship hovered silently. Inside the ship, Princess Mira watched the young human closely. Mira was the princess of the star kingdom called Loria. Her people were wise and peaceful, but their world faced many dangers from enemies who wanted to take their land. The creature Tom saved was very special. It was called Kira, a guardian sent by Princess Mira to watch over the planet and protect it from harm. Kira could change its shape to look like animals from different worlds, but now, after being hurt, it needed help and only a kind heart. Like Tom's could save it, Mira's eyes softened as she saw the care Tom showed. He is different, she said quietly. Most humans do not notice the small and weak. But this one, he has kindness. Mira reached out and touched the control screen. A small image of Kira appeared, moving slowly as it rested near Tom. Kira, stay close to him. Let him learn your story. Maybe he can help us all. Kira opened its eyes and slowly shifted its form, becoming a little more like a human child's soft blue skin and glowing eyes. But it stayed quiet, watching Tom with trust. Back on Green Valley, Tom reached the colony's research center with Kira. His friend Mia was surprised to see the strange creature but trusted Tom's judgment. Tom, where did you find this? Mia asked, eyes wide. By the river, Tom answered. It was hurt. I think it's not from here. Mia helped Tom build a better shelter for Kira. The creature's glowing patterns pulsed softly, lighting the room with a calm blue light. That night, Tom sat beside Kira again. He spoke slowly. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I promise to keep you safe. Kira looked up with deep, wise eyes. Suddenly, it spoke not with words but through feelings. Tom felt calm, warmth, and a strong sense of hope. It was as if Kira was trying to tell him something important. Meanwhile, Princess Mira watched the starship's screen. The bond between them grows stronger, she said. If Tom learns our truth, he can help save many lives. Mira stood up and walked to the window, looking at the stars shining far away. She knew that sending Kira to Earth's colony was a risk, but the kindness of one human might be the key to peace. The next day, Tom decided to explore more with Kira. He wanted to understand the creature better. He took notes and pictures, but Kira seemed to know more than Tom could guess. While walking near the river again, Kira suddenly stopped. It raised its head and made a soft sound. Tom looked up and saw strange ships appearing in the sky above the forest, dark, fast, and unfamiliar. Tom's heart raced. What are those? He asked. Kira's glowing patterns brightened, warning him of danger. Tom realized these ships were not friendly. He quickly helped Kira hide deeper in the forest. Tom ran back to the colony. Mia, we have visitors. Ships above the forest, something is coming. Mia looked worried but stayed calm. We need to warn the others and prepare. Tom felt a new sense of responsibility. He was no longer just a researcher. He was protector. That evening, while the colony prepared for possible attack, Tom sat with Kira again. He said, I don't know what they want, but I won't let them hurt you or this place. Kira's glowing pattern slowly changed to a soft green, a sign of trust and peace. Suddenly, a soft voice spoke in Tom's mind, a clear, kind voice. Tom, you have saved more than a creature. You have saved hope. Soon, you will meet me. Until then, be strong. Tom looked around but saw no one. He realized this message came from Kira or maybe from the princess herself. Days passed. The strange ships stayed near the planet but did not attack immediately. Tom worked with the colony to prepare defenses. He shared what he learned about Kira and the possible danger. One morning, as Tom checked Kira's shelter, Kira changed its form again, showing a small symbol glowing on its chest, a symbol of Princess Mira's star kingdom. Tom understood now. Kira was a guardian sent to protect the princess and her people. He felt proud and honored to be part of this story. That night, Tom dreamed of a shining star and a voice calling his name. He woke up feeling ready for whatever would come next. Princess Mira smiled in her starship. Tom's heart is strong. Together, we will face the coming storm. And so, the quiet bond between a human and an alien guardian began to grow stronger, ready to change the fate of worlds. The morning sun rose over Green Valley, casting a golden light on the forest and the small human colony. Tom woke up feeling a strange excitement in his chest. He looked over at Kira, who was resting quietly in the shelter they had built. The glowing patterns on Kira's skin pulsed gently like a soft heartbeat. Tom packed his bag, ready to spend the day exploring and learning more about the mysterious creature. He carefully lifted Kira and carried it to the edge of the forest, near the river where he had first found the guardian. Suddenly, the air shimmered with a strange light. Tom blinked in surprise. A small, glowing device appeared on the ground near the riverbank. It was smooth and round, with lights that blinked softly in different colors. Tom picked up the device with curiosity. As soon as he touched it, a bright light filled the air, and a hologram appeared before him. It was a woman, dressed in elegant clothes that sparkled like stars. Her eyes were warm and kind, yet filled with strength. "Hello, Tom," the woman said with a gentle smile. "I am Princess Mira of the Star Kingdom Loria. You have done something very brave and kind by saving Kira. For that, I thank you." Tom's eyes grew wide. He stared at the princess, unsure if this was real or a dream. "Princess Mira, from the stars?" he asked slowly. "Yes," Mira replied. "Kira is my guardian, sent to watch over your world and protect it from harm. You have helped her when no one else could. For this, I invite you to visit my planet and learn about our people and the danger we face." Tom thought for a moment. The idea of traveling to a distant star world was both exciting and frightening, but he trusted the kindness in Mira's voice. "I will come," he said firmly. "I want to help." The princess smiled again. "Very well. The ship will arrive soon. Prepare yourself for a journey unlike any you have known." The hologram faded, and Tom stood still, holding the strange device. He looked at Kira, who now looked more alert and seemed to understand the moment. Back at the colony, Tom shared the message with Mia and the others. They listened carefully, amazed by the story of the princess and the Star Kingdom. "We will support you, Tom," Mia said. "This could change everything." Tom nodded. Feeling the weight of the moment, he began preparing for the journey ahead, packing supplies and saying goodbye to his friends. That night, under the wide, starry sky, a silver starship descended quietly near the forest. Its smooth surface reflected the moonlight, and soft lights glowed from within. Tom stood near the ship's entrance, holding Kira gently. The door opened, and a figure appeared, Princess Mira herself. She was more beautiful in person, her eyes shining with hope. "Welcome, Tom," she said. "Your courage has brought you here. Together, we will face the dangers that threaten both our worlds." Tom stepped inside the ship, feeling a mix of nervousness and excitement. The interior was bright and clean, filled with advanced technology. Unlike anything he had seen, Mira showed him the stars outside the windows. "Our journey will be long, but you will not be alone." As the ship traveled through space, Tom learned about the Star Kingdom Loria. Mira told stories of her people, peaceful beings who valued knowledge, friendship, and bravery. But their kingdom was under threat from the Varkans, a fierce group that wanted to conquer and control the stars. The Varkans destroy everything in their path. Mira explained, "We need allies, and I believe humans can be strong friends." Tom listened carefully. He felt a deep desire to help, not just for Mira or Kira, but for all who wished to live in peace. During the journey, Kira changed shape many times, showing Tom different forms. Sometimes it looked like a small glowing bird, other times like a gentle blue fox. Tom laughed, amazed by the guardian's powers. One evening, as the stars passed by, Tom asked Mira, "How did Kira get hurt? And why was she on Earth?" Mira sighed softly. "Kira was scouting the borders of our kingdom when she was attacked by the Varkans. She fled and landed here to hide and heal. Without your help, she might not have survived." Tom looked at Kira, who was now curled up near his feet. "I'm glad I found her." The ship finally reached the Star Kingdom Loria, a beautiful world with shining cities, vast forests, and crystal-clear lakes. The people welcomed Tom warmly, amazed by the humans' bravery and kindness. Mira showed Tom her home, a palace made of glowing stones that seemed to float in the air. "This is where I live and rule," she said with pride. Tom felt honored to be there, but knew his journey was only beginning. That night, as Tom looked at the twin moons of Loria, he thought about Earth, Green Valley, and the creature he had saved. He understood that small acts of kindness could change the fate of many worlds. Princess Mira stood beside him, her eyes filled with hope. Together, she said softly, "We will protect our people and build a future of peace. Tom smiled. I believe that too. The silver starship glided smoothly through space, moving closer and closer to the star kingdom of Loria. Tom felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as he looked out the large window. At the endless stars twinkling around them, Princess Mira stood beside him, her calm presence helping to ease his worries. We will arrive soon, she said gently. The kingdom is beautiful, but there are challenges ahead. Tom nodded. I want to help in any way I can. Mira smiled. Your kindness and courage have already helped more than you know. The ship began to slow as it approached the planet Loria. The surface below was unlike anything Tom had seen before. Vast green forests, sparkling blue lakes, and shining cities that floated above the ground like islands in the sky. As the ship landed in the main city, Tom stepped out into a world full of wonder. People with glowing skin and bright eyes moved around calmly, greeting each other with respect and warmth. The air was fresh and smelled faintly of flowers and clean water. Mira led Tom through the city streets. This is Lumina, our capital, she explained. Here, we value peace, knowledge, and friendship. But lately, those values have been tested by the threat of the Varkans. Tom looked around, impressed by the beauty and calm of the place. It feels like a peaceful world, he said. Mira nodded. It is, but danger looms. Tom and Mira reached a tall, shining building in the heart of the city. Inside was the council hall where leaders from all over Loria met to discuss important matters. Today, they would talk about the growing threat of the Varkans. The council members welcomed Tom with curious but friendly looks. Mira introduced him as a brave human who saved her guardian, Kirat. A tall, wise-looking elder spoke first. Tom, your arrival is a sign of hope. Your courage and kindness remind us of what we fight to protect. Tom felt honored but also nervous. He had never been part of such a grand meeting before. Mira continued. We face enemies who want to take our worlds by force. We must stand together. Tom listened carefully as they shared information about the Varkans' attacks and their plans to expand. The news was serious, but the council was determined to defend their home. After the meeting, Mira showed Tom round the city. They visited the Knowledge Center, a large library filled with books, lights, and strange devices. Tom was amazed by the technology and the peaceful atmosphere. As they walked, Mira told Tom more about her people. We believe in learning from each other. Your world and ours may be different, but kindness and courage are the same everywhere. Tom smiled. I want to learn all I can and help your people. Mira looked at him warmly. And we want to learn from you. That evening, Tom met Kira again. The Guardian was resting in a special room filled with soft light. Kira looked different now, sometimes shining bright, sometimes calm and soft. Tom knelt beside Kira and said, Thank you for trusting me. I promise I will do everything to protect you and your kingdom. Kira's glowing patterns pulsed gently, as if saying, Together, we are stronger. Days passed, and Tom began to understand the alien world better. He trained with the people of Loria, learning their ways of defense and peacekeeping. His knowledge of Earth's animals and nature helped the Lorian scientists find new ways to protect their forests and cities. Mira and Tom spent much time together, sharing stories about their homes and hopes for the future. Mira admired Tom's simple bravery and kindness, qualities rare even among her own people. One day, while they were walking near a sparkling lake, Mira asked, Tom, what made you save Kira that day? Tom thought for a moment. I saw an animal in pain. I couldn't leave it there. I believe every life is important. Mira smiled. That is why you are special. But peace did not last long. One morning, alarms sounded across the city. Dark. Ships appeared in the sky, Varkan warships moving fast and low, ready to attack. The people of Loria moved quickly, preparing defenses. Tom felt his heart race. He was far from home, but knew he must be brave. Mira gathered her guards and turned to Tom. We will defend our kingdom. Will you stand with us? Tom nodded without hesitation. I will. As the Varkan ships landed, Tom used what he had learned to help the defenders. He suggested ways to use the natural environment for protection, like using the dense forests and lakes to slow the enemy. Kira shifted into a fierce form. A glowing blue wolf fan led small groups to guard the cities. Important points. Tom followed closely, feeling the bond between them grow stronger. The battle was tense, but the defenders of Loria fought with courage and hope. Tom's ideas and determination helped turn the tide. The silver starship glided smoothly through space, moving closer and closer to the star kingdom of Loria. Tom felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as he looked out the large window. At the endless stars twinkling around them, Princess Mira stood beside him, her calm presence helping to ease his worries. "We will arrive soon," she said gently. "The kingdom is beautiful, but there are challenges ahead." Tom nodded. "I want to help in any way I can." Mira smiled. "Your kindness and courage have already helped more than you know." The ship began to slow as it approached the planet Loria. The surface below was unlike anything Tom had seen before. Vast green forests, sparkling blue lakes, and shining cities that floated above the ground like islands in the sky. As the ship landed in the main city, Tom stepped out into a world full of wonder. People with glowing skin and bright eyes moved around calmly, greeting each other with respect and warmth. The air was fresh and smelled faintly of flowers and clean water. Mira led Tom through the city streets. "This is Lumina, our capital," she explained. "Here, we value peace, knowledge, and friendship. But lately, those values have been tested by the threat of the Varkans." Tom looked around, impressed by the beauty and calm of the place. "It feels like a peaceful world," he said. Mira nodded. "It is, but danger looms." Tom and Mira reached a tall, shining building in the heart of the city. Inside was the council hall where leaders from all over Loria met to discuss important matters. Today, they would talk about the growing threat of the Varkans. The council members welcomed Tom with curious but friendly looks. Mira introduced him as a brave human who saved her guardian, Kirat. A tall, wise-looking elder spoke first. "Tom, your arrival is a sign of hope. Your courage and kindness remind us of what we fight to protect." Tom felt honored but also nervous. He had never been part of such a grand meeting before. Mira continued, "We face enemies who want to take our worlds by force. We must stand together." Tom listened carefully as they shared information about the Varkans' attacks and their plans to expand. The news was serious, but the council was determined to defend their home. After the meeting, Mira showed Tom round the city. They visited the Knowledge Center, a large library filled with books, lights, and strange devices. Tom was amazed by the technology and the peaceful atmosphere. As they walked, Mira told Tom more about her people. "We believe in learning from each other. Your world and ours may be different, but kindness and courage are the same everywhere." Tom smiled. "I want to learn all I can and help your people." Mira looked at him warmly. "And we want to learn from you." That evening, Tom met Kira again. The Guardian was resting in a special room filled with soft light. Kira looked different now, sometimes shining bright, sometimes calm and soft. Tom knelt beside Kira and said, "Thank you for trusting me. I promise I will do everything to protect you and your kingdom." Kira's glowing patterns pulsed gently, as if saying, "Together, we are stronger." Days passed, and Tom began to understand the alien world better. He trained with the people of Loria, learning their ways of defense and peacekeeping. His knowledge of Earth's animals and nature helped the Lorian scientists find new ways to protect their forests and cities. Mira and Tom spent much time together, sharing stories about their homes and hopes for the future. Mira admired Tom's simple bravery and kindness, qualities rare even among her own people. One day, while they were walking near a sparkling lake, Mira asked, "Tom, what made you save Kira that day?" Tom thought for a moment. "I saw an animal in pain. I couldn't leave it there. I believe every life is important." Mira smiled. "That is why you are special." But peace did not last long. One morning, alarms sounded across the city. Dark ships appeared in the sky, Varkan warships moving fast and low, ready to attack. The people of Loria moved quickly, preparing defenses. Tom felt his heart race. He was far from home, but knew he must be brave. Mira gathered her guards and turned to Tom. "We will defend our kingdom. Will you stand with us?" Tom nodded without hesitation. "I will." As the Varkan ships landed, Tom used what he had learned to help the defenders. He suggested ways to use the natural environment for protection, like using the dense forests and lakes to slow the enemy. Kira shifted into a fierce form. A glowing blue wolf fan led small groups to guard the cities. Important points. Tom followed closely, feeling the bond between them grow stronger. The battle was tense, but the defenders of Loria fought with courage and hope. Tom's ideas and determination helped turn the tide. The day after the battle, the city of Lumina slowly returned to peace. People cleaned the streets and repaired the small damages left by the Varkan attack. Tom walked alongside Princess Mira, feeling the weight of the recent fight, but also hope. "For the future, we won this battle," Tom said, "but the Varkans will come back stronger." Mira nodded. "Yes, they will. We need more than courage. We need a plan, a way to protect all of Loria and Earth." Tom looked at her, ready to listen. Mira led Tom to a quiet part of the palace, a room filled with old books, glowing crystals, and ancient maps of the stars. "This is the Hall of History," she explained. "Here, we keep the stories and secrets of our kingdom." Tom's eyes widened. He loved learning new things, and this place felt magical. Mira touched one of the crystals, and the room filled with soft light. Images of star maps and past battles appeared on the walls. "Our people have faced many dangers," she said, "but there is one secret that might change everything." Tom leaned closer. "What is it?" Mira smiled, but her eyes were serious. "A hidden power lies deep within Loria's core, force that can protect us from the Varkans. But it has been lost for many years." Tom felt his heart beat faster. "Can we find it?" "We must," Mira answered. "But the path is dangerous and unknown. Only those with a pure heart can find it." Tom looked at Kira, who was resting nearby. The Guardian's glowing patterns pulsed softly, as if ready to help. The next day, Tom, Mira, and a small group of trusted friends prepared for a journey deep into Loria's wild forests. Their goal was to find the hidden power and bring hope to their people. Before leaving, Mira gave Tom a small pendant that glowed with soft light. "This will guide you," she said. "It is a gift from our ancestors." Tom accepted the pendant. "With care. Thank you. I will protect it." The forest was dense and alive with strange sounds and glowing plants. Tom felt the air full of mystery. Every step they took was careful. As they followed the light of the pendant, Kira led the way, shifting into different forms: a small bird, a shining fox, then back to its glowing blue wolf shape. The Guardian seemed to know the forest well. As they walked, Mira told stories about the power they sought. "It is called the Heart of Loria," she said, "a crystal that holds the energy of the stars. With it, we can protect our worlds and bring peace." Tom listened closely. "But why was it lost?" "Long ago," Mira explained, "a great war forced us to hide the heart to keep it safe. Many have tried to find it since, but none have returned." Tom's eyes met hers. "We will find it together." After hours of walking, the group reached a clearing. In the center stood an ancient stone door covered in glowing symbols. "This is the entrance," Mira said softly. "Only those pure of heart can open it." Tom stepped forward and held the pendant near the door. The glowing symbols responded, shining brighter. Slowly, the door began to move, revealing a dark tunnel leading deep underground. Tom took a deep breath and led the way inside. The air was cool and filled with the sound of dripping water. The tunnel was long and winding. The pendant's light guided them through twists and turns, avoiding traps and strange obstacles. Tom felt the weight of the journey, but kept moving forward. Mira and the others followed closely, trusting in his courage. Finally, they reached a large cavern where a beautiful crystal shone in the center. It was the heart of Loria, radiant and powerful. Tom approached the crystal carefully. He could feel its energy humming in the air. Mira said, "This is the power we need. But remember, it must be used with care." As Tom reached out to touch the crystal, a sudden shadow moved behind them. Dark figures appeared, Varkan warriors had followed them. The battle was quick and fierce. Tom and the group fought bravely, using what they had learned and the help of Kira's shifting forms. Though outnumbered, their courage and teamwork pushed the Varkans back. With a final effort, Tom grabbed the heart of Loria. Its energy spread through the cavern, shining bright and powerful. The Varkans retreated, leaving the group victorious but exhausted. Back in the sunlight, Tom held the heart carefully. The journey had been hard, but their success was clear. Mira smiled proudly. "You have done well, Tom. The heart will help us protect our worlds." Tom looked at the glowing crystal and then at Kira. "This is just the beginning." Together, they returned to the city, ready to prepare for whatever challenges would come next. That night, as stars twinkled above Loria, Tom felt hope growing stronger inside him. The small act of kindness that saved the wounded creature had led him here to a new world, a new family, and a new purpose. Princess Mira stood beside him, her eyes shining. "With you, Tom, our future is brighter." Tom smiled. "And with you, Mira, I'm ready for anything." The days following the discovery of the heart of Loria were filled with hope and preparation. Tom and Princess Mira worked closely with the council to plan how to use the crystal's power to protect both Loria and Earth. The glowing pendant Tom wore seemed to pulse with energy, a constant reminder of the great responsibility they now carried. Tom had grown stronger and wiser since arriving on Loria. He trained daily, learning to use new tools and working alongside the people of the kingdom. Kira, the guardian, was always near, its glowing form shifting gently, offering comfort and strength. One morning, as the twin suns of Loria rose high, an urgent message arrived. Scouts had spotted a large Varkan fleet moving toward Loria's borders. The warships were faster and more dangerous than ever before. Mira stood before the council, her voice steady but serious. "The Varkans are coming for us again. This time, their numbers have grown. We must be ready." Tom felt a rush of determination. "We can use the heart of Loria to protect the kingdom." The elder nodded. "Yes, but the crystal's power is not unlimited. We must be smart and careful." The city of Lumina buzzed with activity as preparations began. Soldiers trained harder. Scientists worked on new defenses, and citizens helped where they could. Tom joined the effort, sharing ideas from Earth and learning how to fight alongside his new friends. Mira came to him one evening as the stars began to shine. "Tom, will you lead a special team to protect the outer forests? The Varkans often attack from there." Tom agreed without hesitation. "I will do my best." Kira shifted into a swift, eagle-like form, ready to scout ahead. Together, they prepared for the challenge. The outer forests were deep and mysterious. Strange glowing plants and creatures filled the shadows. Tom's team moved carefully, using the forest's natural cover to watch for enemy movements. One night, as they rested near a sparkling river, Tom heard a soft voice. It was Mira, speaking through a small communication device. "The Varkans are planning a surprise attack. You must be ready." Tom tightened his grip on his weapon and looked at Kira. "We will be ready." Days passed with little rest. The team fought small battles, using their knowledge of the forest to outsmart the enemy. Kira's shifting forms helped scout and protect the group, warning them of danger. One afternoon, while exploring a hidden cave, Tom discovered strange markings on the walls. They told a story of an ancient alliance between Loria and another star kingdom, one thought lost to time. Mira was amazed when Tom shared the discovery. "This could change everything. Maybe we can find new allies." Tom smiled. "Then let's find them." Back in the city, the council studied the markings and old star maps. They decided to send a mission to the neighboring kingdom, hoping to rekindle the alliance and gain support against the Varkans. Tom volunteered to join the mission. "If we stand together, we can be stronger." Mira placed a hand on his shoulder. "Your bravery inspires us all." The new journey was dangerous. The starship traveled through asteroid fields and dark space storms. Tom watched the stars, thinking of Earth and the friends he had left behind. At last, they reached the neighboring kingdom, a world of shining cities and peaceful people who welcomed them warmly. The king was wise and kind, agreeing to join the fight against the Varkans with new allies and the power of the Heart of Loria. Tom felt hope growing stronger than ever. But the Varkans were not idle. Their leader, a fierce warrior named Zoran, prepared for a final attack to destroy Loria and conquer Earth. In a secret war room, Zoran spoke to his commanders. The Heart of Loria is the key to their strength. We must capture it at all costs. Tom and Mira knew the coming battle would be the hardest, but they stood together, ready to protect their worlds. Under the glowing stars, Tom looked at Mira. And Kira, no matter what happens, I will stand with you. Mira smiled softly. And I with you. Together, they prepared for the greatest battle of their lives, united by courage, hope, and the promise of peace.